is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Pick the same color. Let's pick a yellow and a white. That shit look close to me. Well, yeah, it look a little better now.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. There's a nice move. That's a
look a little bit better. That gray color means it sucks, man.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your
good thing I have white. Shit, if I had like
nothing fancy at all.
Good thing I had pure white.
And on that go around,
I should have never picked yellow.
Won the challenge. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
From the 39, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Pickett. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
To throw on second and 10. Pickett dancing to his left. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's third and 10. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. He's going to wind up and air it out. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. On second down, here's the option. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Ready? Left lane 19. Hurry, hurry.
Willis out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. Pickett. That's caught at the 2. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The pitch to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They'll go option on second down, right side. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Trucks over it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he runs for 24 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Missing my players, man. What the fuck?
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll give Henry another shot. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find it to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points. If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait,
What?
No. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds.
I was like, hey, no
so
way.
This is just an incompletion
He
here.
leaving the running back open.
Well, the ultimate result was an incomplete pass. They sure
That's
looked like a
what
well-coached
it is.
team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot. It came up unsuccessful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out.
Can I get my player back?
Territory.
Jeez, I'm playing with like people missing and shit. How does that always happen though? Let me see something. He probably injured. But they didn't say that. Oh, he injured. How did he get injured? What? 2 of my players injured? The shit? They need to turn on the injuries, man. That's just too much injuries. It's way too much
The
injuries.
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
They need to check down the injuries, bro. Every game, I got 2 people getting hurt. Like, every game.
A feather in the cap for
That
the
ain't
defender,
normal.
picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Going up top. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Pickett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to let it go again.
Yeah, see, my player missing. I don't have my corner. I forgot. I can't do that for my corner.
Great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Snowhawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
That's the only way he can score because he got 2 fast receivers.
So not
I already
much
know
time
that.
to speak of.
But if I had my corner,
First
that's not
half
going to
as the kicks
happen.
away.
It's bullshit, man.
This is going to be
Every game I
for the
played,
middle of
my
the
player's
end zone.
injured.
And in
Every
hindsight,
single game.
probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler
Every
offense
game
here
my
about
player's
ready for
injured.
their next
Every
drive.
single.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to
Every
get to the
game my
line
player's
quick.
injured.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and
I
has
had
our EA
gunslinger. I
Sports
would have
halftime
catch it.
report.
That's the thing. Hate playing with this fucking quarterback.
And
probably
we
threw
welcome
like
you
4
back
picks
now
up.
alongside
2
Charles
picks
Davis.
and
I'm
probably
Brandon
should
Gunn
have
getting
picked
set
off
for
2 more
quarter number
times.
3 here.
Fucking receivers is bum. Quarterback is a bum.
A
Can't
good,
throw
tight football
past
game
20
thus
yards.
far. 10-7 the score as we resume
Shit,
action
stupid.
on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. Solid return, pretty good
Okay,
field
he going with
position.
option.
They'll start at the
Option
32.
pass. Come on, let's go KC. I should have picked. Yeah, he out for the game. 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 Damn it. That's alright though. That's alright.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively.
That's all right.
Just not able to get anything going.
Can't go on the other side.
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as...
He's got him in.
What? Oh, come on, bro. Oh, come on. That's an interception. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? 2 players, and 1 player is 97 speed, DB. Come on, man. That's some horse shit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Two of the same last plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Make a comeback now. Let's see what he did.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
They'll run on first down. Avery. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd and 9. Pickett. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of. They're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And now look at this.
Look at this bullshit, bro. This dude's so lucky, bro. Oh my God.
The 25-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
I cannot play a worse game. Jesus.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. He's going to air one out. Oh,
give me that.
Throw there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take
possession
of the football.
That shit was
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last two plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. From way up at the 23, and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
Come on, you gotta stop that, bro. You gotta stop that, bro.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, come on now. Come on. He blew that up. He blew that up.
5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right? I mean, where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just throw your foot in the ground and go, except there's no...
You know, it was coming, but I got grabbed by the O-line. The O-line grabbed me. I gotta stay out the box. It's so close.
He starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the Steelers' 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on second down. Willis, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak it.
Trying to get lucky.
Running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
14.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Third down, it's Willis. Check down here for Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Complete to Derrick Henry. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Willis, 4th down here.
Oh, my defense glitched out. Fuck. I should have played zone as soon as I saw that.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there.
This man's so lucky, bro. Jeez.
They did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Running from the gun with Henry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after
Who's guarding the
very
tight end?
nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Pass midfield. Still going. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken just shy of the 10. And now the rookie's free. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off play action, Pickett.
Quarterback. That's quarterback. Ball can't get there.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll work down inside the 45. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
God, I got grabbed again.
And some room to run now.
I got grabbed.
Take this one in for a touchdown. Derrick Henry.
I know that plays is offset.
And the Snowbirds are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. Pickett now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. sacked back at the 46. After the sack on first down, Pickett has swung out wide to Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Snowhawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. One final shot for Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete.
How he keep up with him like that, though?
Now this one is gone.
Quite fast.
Time is run out on this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the home team here, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.